Alright guys, we're doing the 30th hired request today. This is a pretty big one. It's an Elton John, it's two songs actually. Two songs, so it's Funeral for a Friend plus Love Lies Bleeding, because they kind of go together on the album. So, two songs, Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding. If you are an Elton John fan, this is definitely one you need to learn. So again, this is the 30th hired request, and let's hear the intro a little bit. Some more after that. Hello, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to my easy piano lessons. This is the part one that I'm putting on here, and this is going to take a lot of lessons to do both of these songs. Again, it's Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding, so transcribe all of that. And I found some sheets that are not entirely correct, but I kind of used those as I listened to to do this. So I'm going to make some changes from what I found on those sheets to make it, to kind of fill it out a little bit, okay, for a piano solo. So you allow me that liberty so that when you're playing at home it's going to sound good like the album version, So again, this is the, sounds like a, on a keyboard sound when you'd use like the brass, the kind of generic brass sound on an old Casio keyboard or something. That's what it kind of sounds like. So if you want to cue up one of those sound patches on your keyboard, that'll probably work pretty good. We're going to start in C minor, and I'm going to add a little bit of notes here, and I'll tell you what I'm adding just for your own personal satisfaction if you want to add a little bit. But the part one's on here. I'm going to put everything for both songs on my website, webpianoteacher.com. Okay, I didn't put that up here this time, but it's in the link in the video description. Webpianoteacher.com will do all of the lessons for that, and I got a lot more Elton John on there as well. But E flat G C, and I'm going to use a 1 2 5, and then a B natural. Okay, we are in the key of C minor here, but we have a B natural there because of the leading 7th tone. Then I'm going to go back to E flat G C. Now here I just have G and E flat. If you want to add a C to that, that'll fill it out a little bit. Okay, so G, E flat, C. If you want to add that there, okay. So there's keyboard sounds. There's lots of things going on, so we have to come up with something that's going to sound good for piano, even though there's no piano in it at this point. Okay, now on the left hand, I'm going to start off with a C octave here. And then I'm going to go G, E flat, C, like that. Okay, so just descending C minor arpeggio. And the rhythm is, or C if you want to put that with it. Now, it's kind of slow and you got to take your time because it is a kind of a funeral march kind of thing. Okay, well, it's not a march, but definitely. Okay, right here we have C and A flat. If you'd like to put an F in there to fill it out for piano, let's do that. Okay, but I got a 2 there for 2 times. 1, 2. And then here I got G and E flat. If you'd like to add a C to fill it out, let's do that. And then here, E flat and C if you'd like to add a G on the bottom to fill it out. That sounds good. Okay, try to make it as smooth as you can. Alright, on the left hand I would just play an F octave and then C, D, E flat. So like that. So it's from the beginning we have. Okay, with me so far? So work on that till you can do that first. Okay, then I'm going to do this. Right now I changed the sheets a little bit here because it wasn't Didn't sound good enough for me. I changed the voicing a little bit. But A flat, C, F, and then C, F, A flat, and then B natural, D, G, and then B natural, D, G again. Okay? Now the sheets had a suspended chord there, but that's not what was on the album version. So, you know, even though sheets can be close sometimes, they have a lot of mistakes, and you guys know that. So, make that correction like that. So we're going to have a high F, and then a low F, and then up to a G. Now while you're holding that G, let's put an F in there to get the 7th in there on our G chord. So for that block, like that. Let's put that all together, okay? Let's start right here. Ready, and go. Okay, and then we're going to go. Okay, so right there we're going to do G and C together. And then B natural and G. Back to C and G. Then here, I just have a flat and D, which is probably what the organ's playing. But for solo piano, what I would do right here is add F, A flat, B flat, D. If you want to, if you can, and you're willing. F, A flat, B flat, D. The left hand, I'm going to do a B flat, of course. Okay, so you can add those notes to fill it out if you want to. And then we get to that. Okay? So again, this measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds just fine with a D and A flat. Okay, sounds fine. Now here we're going to have B flat and E flat. I would add a G on the thumb though to fill it out, okay? She's just have those two notes, but E flat, B flat, G I think will fill it out. Okay? And then a D, and then a C and an E flat together. You can add a G on the bottom of that to fill it out. So we have a G bottom of there, a G and a bottom of there. And then A flat, C, F. So da, 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 da. Left hand I'll do E flat octave. And then D, C, just descend, D, C. Then maybe an F octave here to fill it out. So, okay? Again. Now let's go from the beginning and tie that all together. And go. 1, 2, 4. And then we're going to go. I changed the notes from the sheets on this to match what I hear the bass recording doing. See, that's the thing. The organ may be playing a different note there, but or the keyboard, whatever it is, playing. But if you take the whole thing as a whole, you know, and you hear the bass note doing a G, and that's what we're going to want to hear when we're playing a piano solo. Regardless if the organ's just playing, you know, a different note on the bass. If we hear that as the lowest note in the recording as a whole, then our ears aren't going to be satisfied with a different note. Alright, so G. That's why when you're trying to figure out stuff for yourself, sometimes listen to the bass guitar. Whatever the bass guitar is playing, that's probably what you need to be on. G, C, E flat. Not always, but most of the time. 2 counts on that. And then we'll go G, B, D, while still playing a G on the bass there. And then we're going to just go to an F minor, kind of by surprise there. A flat, C, F, and then F octave. So the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and finish out. C, E flat, G. The whole box is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we end with what's called a Picardy third when you're in minor. Then you go to that last tonic chord and you raise the third of the chord to a major chord. It's called a Picardy third. Okay, so we have C, E flat, G, and then C, D, G with 1, 2, 5, and then B natural, D, G with 1, 2, 5. Left hand will be on a low G. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do an F there, we count 4. So if I start right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll do this, which is C, E natural, G. You can put a C on the thumb to fill it out, or G on the thumb if you want to fill it out. Left hand C octave, and then just a G after that. Now in the recording it kind of crescendos. Who can't crescendo on the piano when you're just holding a, you know, if you have an organ and you have a swell pedal, you can do that. You know, we just can't crescendo. Or we can do this. But all right, so that takes us all the way to here to that measure. So again, the rest of this on my website, webpianoteacher.com. It's in the link, as a link in the description. You can learn the rest of this thing. Take you a couple of months maybe. Here we go. Get to this part in lesson 2, and we'll finish Funeral for a Friend, which is an instrumental thing, and also Love Lies Bleeding. Won't be a free part on YouTube for that, because this is all part of one request. So Love Lies Bleeding will be part of it as well. So I'll talk to you guys later, and my best to you in learning this great song.